YouTube. Now, Kyrie Walker has something up his sleeve that not a lot of people are actually noticing, and this is shocking everyone. Now, Kyrie Walker has been hinting at something big is coming very soon for a little bit now. If you guys have taken a look at any of his social medias or even his Instagram, Twitter, any of those, this dude honestly kept tweeting things that were really positive and seemed like there was almost something under his sleeve that not a lot of people knew about. And that news has finally released, and he is shocking everyone. All the haters who had stated he would never make the NBA, never even have a shot, well, it looks like the tables are finally turning. Now, I actually retweeted a tweet, and I'm going to put it up here now. He said, "More blessings on the way, just work." And if you look at the tweet, it actually states 2021 NBA draft prospect Kyrie Walker said he has worked out for the Houston Rockets, Washington Wizards, and will work out for Detroit in July. Now, this is huge because people didn't even think he was on NBA teams' radars. A lot of people just saw this dude, saw his highlights in middle school, and basically after he got to high school, you guys know, he took his senior year off and actually ended up not going to college, foregoing that college eligibility, and went to Chameleon BX, which is a training facility, went there, trained, and was looking to get drafted in the 2021 NBA draft. Now, this is huge because this is honestly not like a lot of other players. It's clearly a route that not a lot of people take, which makes him a unique player. And a lot of people basically looked at him and said, man, this dude has reclassed a ton of times, and he's really not that good. We haven't seen him play in such a long time. There is no way he can compete with other players of that caliber. But this is definitely changing. If you guys are not noticing, this dude is working out with an NBA team, which is crazy to me. I didn't even see this coming, but of course he has put these subtle hints. But honestly, not a lot of people really had hope for this dude having any type of interest from NBA teams. Now, personally, I gotta be honest here. I actually saw him and I thought he would actually be going to the NBA draft combine, which personally would have been an excellent spot for him to go up against these other guys that of course have a lot of interest from NBA teams and honestly are proven a little bit more than Kyrie. It would help him get some more credibility with a lot of these NBA coaches and NBA scouts, and honestly solidify his name as one of the top prospects, or prospect that can at least compete with these other guys. Now, with that being said, clearly this dude can compete, because I even saw another tweet about him. And if you guys don't know, Chad Ford, which is actually a dude who covers the draft combine, everything with the NBA draft he covers, has almost 500k followers on Twitter. And he actually said this. Now, he said, more players in my top 80 not participating in the NBA draft combine. And he actually had Kyrie Walker's name in here. Now, this is huge. And clearly if somebody who reports on the NBA draft knows all the players that are in the draft, the type of talent that is going on, has Kyrie Walker actually listed in his top 80, it clearly solidifies his name. This dude can still play, has clearly done something right, and has those connections to the NBA somehow. Now, I had even stated before, Chameleon BX does have some connections to the NBA because one of the guys actually trained Gilbert Arenas back in the day, and they have some type of tie to the NBA, which is clearly helping Kyrie Walker get his name out there. Now, in addition to this, Kyrie Walker actually put this out on his Twitter, which I thought was really interesting. Now, he said, "Only God got me at this point. Hashtag July 29th. And of course, I'm just going to have to assume this dude is actually having one of these NBA workouts on July 29th, which is huge for him. Again, I think this is a huge milestone and a stepping stone to where so many people have doubted the route that he's taken. A lot of people basically said that he fell off, that he would never get drafted. Even they're still saying this. But after this news is coming out, I think this is going to turn a lot of heads to solidify one, Kyrie Walker's mind, and these NBA scouts, these coaches, all these different people, and including the fans as well. But in addition to this, pave a way for a new route to the NBA. Of course, Chameleon BX, I don't think anyone has really gone this route prior to Kyrie Walker taking this other route. Of course, because he didn't know if he was going to be able to play in college basketball. Now, with that being said, taking this route really has never been done before, and him being a pioneer to this, I think it could only help him increase this type of popularity and for people to consider going alternative routes besides college basketball. Now, with that being said, of course, college is still going to be popular regardless if Kyree Walker does make it to the NBA or not, because in my opinion, it's a risky move. Going to a training facility where you really don't know if you're going to have those type of connections, if you're really going to improve that much to make it to the NBA, it's definitely a tough move. And again, everyone has critiqued the biggest issue here, and that's that he didn't really have too much footage. He was working in silence while a lot of people were wondering, man, what has this guy been up to? We haven't seen any footage of him, maybe a couple clips here and there, but really haven't seen him get in the gym like that and play against other players. We've only seen very few clips, which I always copy and get these in these videos for you. But in addition to this, of course, with that little amount of footage, it can hurt you in some ways because you're not going to get that type of exposure where people are going to see you. Now, people thought NBA scouts would really never take this dude seriously, but things are finally changing, and honestly, I'm surprised. I think if he works out well enough in some of these workouts with these various teams, he could for sure have a shot at playing on the team. But again, that is only the start, because once you work out with these teams, of course, they're going to be looking at a ton of extra guys as well, which can hurt you. If there are better offers, better players that can play and stronger than Kyree Walker, man, he could get swept to the side. But I think the fact that he's even getting this opportunity to work out with these other teams is huge in my mind. Now, the reason why I actually think Kyree Walker can have a decent career in the NBA and actually surprise a lot of people is, number one, this guy is a dog on the court. I think that's one thing that can really separate him from a lot of other players in his class. For one, he's not afraid to go against other people and, of course, play defense, try to go head-to-head against you, and is never afraid of a competition. Now, that's huge, especially being a younger guy, because you see a lot of these younger players come into the NBA and they do play a little bit timid, or they don't play as aggressive as we would like them to see. Now with Kyree Walker, him having that dog mentality to go out there, get buckets, play defense, I think that can really help him in the long run, and especially his build. If you look at this guy, I believe he's around 6'6", 6'7" currently right now, and he definitely is solid, weighs a good amount for his height, which is only going to help him solidify himself. And I think he's built for the NBA, and it's going to be a matter of time before we see some brand new footage where this guy is actually killing in these workouts and showing he can hang with the best of these players in his class. Of course, we haven't seen him play with these guys. I always say Jalen Green when he played with him back in the day, but he played against all the top recruits. And don't forget, this guy was ranked, I believe, at least top 50 in the country, which is huge back when he was a junior. So you can't say he's just going to lose all that talent and not be able to keep up with these guys if he has been continually training and working on his game for all this time. Now, I have to leave you guys with this one last tweet that Kyree Walker did put out, and it reads, "It's only crazy until you do it." Now, that is the sum of this dude's career, not playing his senior year in high school basketball, going to this training facility. If he can make the NBA, I think this will be huge, and he's going to silence a lot of haters. We're going to have to give this dude the benefit of the doubt, give him some credit where it's due. He has honestly changed a lot of people's minds, and clearly, if he makes the NBA, man, he is going to prove a ton of people wrong and really show he is that guy. This guy has really been working on his game, and he's not just an overrated player, not just a player who's playing against younger competition, but he really is playing, and he's a solid player that can play with the best of them in the NBA, regardless of where he's playing. I think that's going to be huge. But you guys let me know in the comments down below if you think I missed anything about Kyree Walker. I'll for sure keep you guys up to date. If he does have any more draft workout footage, I would love to see that as well. So I'll make sure to update you guys. But let me know, do you think I missed anything about this dude? Is he overrated? Does he actually have a shot at playing at the next level? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you a fan of his game? Do you think his game will actually translate to the NBA? I think for sure his jump shot looks like he's improved it a ton, which is only going to help him in the long run as well, of course. But he has the size too. Being 6'6" is definitely not small, and that could help him for sure on the court. I would love to see this guy in an NBA uniform. But let me know in the comments down below. But man, like the video, is free. Subscribe to the channel. We are continually dropping this heat on this channel, man. I appreciate each and every one of you. Selling HMO.